I do not trust JAGEX. Welcome to the I do not trust JAGEX edition of Wildies. Okay, strong start. Uh, Today, when I'm recording this, hopefully I'll upload it pretty soon after, because it will be less and less relevant as we go on. I do trust JAGEX, actually. I trust them enough. They said they wouldn't. I don't think they will. I think they're gonna... my bank. I should just put a consistent... You know what? We're doing it. We're going to consistently... I do these all the time. We're going to just put them next to the other one. And yes, that is 5,600 on the dot. Mini wild sacks. That's the reason for this episode, is the mini wild sacks and everything else. Like, again, this preposterous idea where they leave things in the game for years. Wildies has been this generous with rewards for years, and they didn't do a thing about it. They did do a thing about it, actually, at the start, but then they're doing a second thing about it because people are engaging with the content too much. Yeah, beats me, really. Like, did you want it to be bad? Then, like, you know, you could have put, like, again, the back bolts. Why? Back bolts aren't worth anything. Yo, it's a bow meta right now. So, like, the only way these get into the game is from Wildies. I guess 100 at a time is a little excessive. I just watched them fall into my inventory there, but, like, at the same time, cutting Bloodwood Tree, like, it's fine for things to get faster. That's called power creep. That's normal. Like, we're gonna have back bolts in game, and if you don't, then you get like what we saw last time. What we saw during ranged meta before Elder God Wars, where Hydrix, like, Ascendi bolts were like 63k they peaked at for one bolt. And you'd shoot through 500 of them every hour? No. Not, like... Now we have a good... Okay, there we go. We have a good core in my inventory. Which those are probably not doing too hot either, because they're gonna buff them. It's like, man, it's a whole... What? Like, they... it's so questionable what they do with this balancing, with this drop rates and everything. Like, it just drives me up a wall, I tell ya. I hope, much like opening Elder Troves, I hope that opening the mini sacks will just be something I'll be able to, like, spam click through for 550,000 clicks a second. We're gonna do the wild sacks, or the very wild rather, first. And do I have mouse keys enabled on here? It's my numlock right here. Okay. I hope that shows up there. That's my shows up on the video I made, and multiple Wii sausages in the same inventory. The turning numlock on for... Okay, and now all that crap's in my bank. Where am I? Yeah, chisel, by the way. Just ignore it. I have a bad habit. I went on True Trim RS, which is that True Trim site, and I made a True Trim, like, thing for myself, profile, whatever. And I'm ranked like 80 or something. Realistically, I'm probably ranked a little higher. I just haven't checked a lot of the requirements yet. Like, I'm not of the, like, oh, I've probably done this. No, I won't check things off until, like, I know I absolutely, positively have done them. Ooh. there should be a true requirement for getting that. Actually, there are. I just have to. I know I have those because I can verify that very easily, and just, you know, have used every single one of them. By the way, Dark Facet of Passage should be buffed. That's actually what they should do to Wildies, is they should buff Dark Facet of Passage. Dark Facet of Passage should just give you unlimited quick Viz charges. Because it's already in effect applied to the account anyways. Like, it works on both passages of the Abyss. It's not attached to one specific one. So, like, just make it so quick, or make it so that it's, because really what they would have to do that is they would have to go back and make all their Solomon's, like, parrying teleport animations also have a short variant, which I think they should anyways, but I kind of think that's one of those things, it's like the Library of Alexandria, where, like, the J-mods who designed the Ariane teleport or whatever probably aren't even there anymore, so it's like the technology to make that is just lost, because that pack released in, what, 2013, 14? Even though it's something I would very much like to see, I don't believe we will see it. It's the type of thing that makes me just want to get that, the Zerosian teleport. The one that, like, does the AOD thing, because I find that really nostalgic, actually. We just go... You guys know. You guys have done AOD. Except, you don't have to use the pillar to exit the arena anymore after some updates. Oh yeah, I forgot you get Zamorakian University charms from this. Whatever. Okay, well, one core on each account is really actually about probably as good as we can ask for. Now let's switch back. And I'm going to start my room metrics. I did start it. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to turn on Numlock, and I'm going to go to town on these wild sacks, okay? This is going to actually take a really long time. This video is going to be actually quite long, but be ready. Okay, so portable obelisks are going to be an issue. Let's see if I can break the GP per hour. I may or may not be able to. This is going to be an absurd amount of crap. And all told, this is going to be a really good sample for the wiki, so if there are any Wikians in my audience... Ooh, I'm giving myself bad carpal tunnels there. Because I was doing the mouse and the numlock. Eee, pitching the nerves in my hand. This is gonna... Oh, I don't want to give myself actual carpal tunnel. But I also want to open these things fast, so... Maybe I should have done some stretches. Maybe I should have seen how many... Dude, what are you doing? Maybe I should have seen how many obelisks I had beforehand. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's the type of thing where it's like, it's such a good idea in theory, and then in practice, it's I wonder if I like stand up, I'll get a better angle. So I wanted to work my hands as hard. Yeah, there we go. Kind of use my thumb too. Opening like 8 every tick, maybe. What type of shit I need an auto clicker for? Oh my goodness, this was a bad idea. It's got to be done though. It's got to be done. If it ain't done, then JAGEX will remove all my items from my account. Ugh. Well, that's almost so much for breaking the GP per hour thing. Switch fingers. There we go. Man, I'm only like not even 1,600 sacks into this. It could be worse, I guess. Oh. Oh. Natural break. Another what? 13 obelisks just went in my bank. So yeah, I had 50 obelisks before I started opening these. I could alch them. I just like collect them. Like it's just wildies. It collects in the bank, and that's what happens to it. I don't know if you can hear that clicking from my mouse. Ooh, it's not good for my fingers though. This is going to be a long night of this. When's the halfway mark? 2,800? Halfway mark on just one account, man. And my alt has more of them because I've literally been stacking these since the first corner. Maybe a bit longer than that too. I have all the like junk in my bank already. Look at the amount of red shins in here. I guess I am opening literal thousands of them. How many shins do you get at a time? 50, 57, 52. Okay. It's like not crazy, but. Oh, please, God, do not give me carpal tunnel. I wish I had, like, some contraption to bind my mouse in place, so I could use, like, different parts of my hand to jitter against the mouse here. Alright, there we go. Just about at the halfway mark, and we're... Cripes already. So let's... What's the average GP we get per sack here? 508 mil, divide by... What's my pocket calculator? 508 plus 39 times 500 is 19.5 over 2,800. 188k per sack. That's not bad. I guess we got the portable obelisk shards in there, which I tend to undervalue a little bit. Or I wouldn't value them at their GE value necessarily. This is one of the worst things I've ever done on this game. I am regretting this. To be honest, the original plan was never to open them. They just would sit there, so... God knows. Oh. It's like prawn ball. I did this with, what was it, the Lost Properties or something that they had recently. And you have to open those up too, and like, if there was an open 60 on these, I probably still would be spam clicking because you would save so much faster. If there, really, what they should have done is there should have just been an open all, and it just the game just calculates for me instead of me having to manually put everything. Got the sub 2,000 now, so keep her going. I am gonna like these stacks of energy, though. I don't know. I probably won't mess with them too much because I have a 16 million incandescent energy from XOR fans exploits, which originally I got just as like, oh, it's money making. That's I can do while doing Razio. But like at this point, I'd rather just keep the incandescent energy around, and it serves me well when I need to. Serves me well when I need to make divine charge and refuel my charge pack. Oh, this is hurting. sad. It's like watching a dream die. I guess my original plan was to only go to 5,000 on each account. So, in some sense, we're fine. But in another sense, it's like, did I want to have to do this? No. Do I trust JAGEX? No, I do not trust JAGEX, as I've already said. How did my inventory get reshuffled? Oh, because the price checker. Okay, final stretch here. Last 10% on one account. Jeez. And technically I'm not even 50% of the way through because Exegor Fan has 900 more to a total of over 6,500. Because I did such things as, it's called displace energy. I have some other names for it. And then pesky pebbles, also known as unnatural outcrop if you're a boring person. And some other ones too, like Chrysalis Crusaders or Butterfly Swarm, if you have no imagination. Okay, there we go. So, what did I say? I said 500. It's a bill. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, rambunctious around the key. Better call that one out in clan chat. So we want to get there. My hand is just killing me. This type of thing where it's a good thing that I have a mouse that double clicks. Oh, I didn't start my room metrics here. Whatever. A bill from those wild techs? Not bad. Like, I'll take a bill on the wealth evaluator. Who knows what they evaluate for, regardless. Like, let's see. Backpack, 48 mil in my backpack. If I open up one sack. 48 mil. Yeah, so the sacks probably evaluate at nothing in the wealth evaluator. So I'll take the extra wealth hanging around. Remember when these used to give those palm stones though? I kind of am mad that they removed those. They should have just left them on the tables as like normal alcohols. Or like, even if they removed the like threat spawns, I kind of liked that. It was a nice mechanic in early Wildies, but I understand how it got a bit tedious. And the volcano, the problem is just by opting into PvP, you didn't get to elect out of those threat spawns when realistically you should have, because then the threat was now other players. The volcano damage I think was a little interesting, but like no reason to use volcanic protection that hit you for a meager amount of damage, and like if you prayed against it, or let me rephrase that, it hit you for like 4,000, but if you prayed against it, you'd be fine. You get hit like 2,000. And so I'm thinking of like thieving safes, like you could stay there indefinitely, you just had to bring Excalibur. That sort of stuff I think is totally like fine. It does make the wilderness more dangerous, like don't AFK, but at the same time, or like even if you were AFKing, like you're doing something like Abyssal Beasts or something like everyone did for Necromancy release, like you'll be fine because your ghost should just heal you. It's just, I don't know, it adds more flavor, it makes the wilderness more dangerous. I think removing the teleport restriction, because the threat thing doesn't matter anymore, It is a bit unnatural to teleport away from high wieldy, but like, I don't know, it's kind of like wilderness is just dead. It's just another Slayer dungeon, so it's like the wilderness isn't the wilderness anymore. So you may as well just let people TP away, like from the Pirate's Cove or from the Deep Wildy dungeon, despite the fact that, again, you're in Deep Wildy. I run out of things to say here. Effect is kind of nice when it's played 10 times over itself. You really get to hear what they were envisioning for it. Ooh, did I get 11 in one tick there? Not quite. I've adjusted to this somewhat. I feel like either I'm going to wake up with a horrific case of carpal tunnel tomorrow, and I'll just be cursing. I'll be cursing JAGEX's name under my breath and saying I should have trusted him, or well, again, I would have had to open him either way, but it's just a matter of when. I'll either be cursing JAGEX under my breath, or I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll just have. I'll look down at my hands and I'll just see bulging veins and like rippling muscles from doing this repetitive clicking and pressing numpad 5 action, 10,000 times between both of them. 13,000, right? 65? No, not 13. Get a bit ahead of myself. Only 12. Only 12,000 times. We can only hope. It would be due payment for being such a dedicated Wildies player. Being one of the, I would dare say one of the greatest Wildies players in the history of RuneScape. Since whenever they were released, 1st of August. 1st of August is when PvP was removed in 2022. I believe Wildies were released in October. The content drop in October, which is maybe the 14th. Maybe it wasn't even the content drop. Maybe it was just another auxiliary thing. And JAGEX thought, oh, this will be a small thing. Meanwhile, one of the most popular things, like genuinely one of the most popular things. People, every single world, every single hour, there are people doing the Wildies, and I think that's a great thing. It came at the right time too, because I was getting close to finished with Divination on Exegor Fan, so my time with Cash was running short, and I finished Warbands not that much longer after. Of course, Wildies also helps with mining. And Divination too, but mining to a greater extent since you have Sidereal Soiree and Pesky Pebbles to give you mining XP. But it sort of satisfies that desire for hourly gameplay, or like that sort of having a regimented schedule centered on a D&D that's at the top of every hour, and then also giving great rewards that aren't necessarily XP, like just, a bag that has a lottery chance of giving you 600 minimum, or whatever it is now. God knows if there's still 600, but yeah. Down to the last 2,000 here. Okay, finish strong. Finish strong. So what, over 83% done now or something? The total stacked.
My mouse is probably cooked after this. Thankfully, I think I have a spare around here, but I don't want to have to mess around with the spare because then I have to like reprogram all my Logitech something or other mouse profile settings. It's complicated. I think I had to do it once, and I was not too big a fan of it. Plus, also the USB-B or whatever the heck is going out of style. I don't like the new Lightning crap jack. I like my USBs that are, what, 2 centimeters across? Maybe not quite 2 centimeters, but you know what I mean. Not this pansy, you know, Maple Act looking Lightning Jack-esque, tiny, half-centimeter, little charger-looking thing. Don't mess with that. Universal Serial Bus B, or 2. Again, do I know what it's called? No. Do I know what it looks like? Absolutely. We've far and away cleared the largest contender, longest video in this series by far. Coming up on the final 600 here, which will be the last 5% of this tonight's activities. I didn't check how many obelisks I had beforehand. It's just like, oh, how many times did I bank? It's 13 every time, so... Am I going to reach 100k red chins? Probably not, but we can hope. Oops. Actually, not bad. Closer to 100k red chins than I was expecting. Okay. That was all of them. I gained 1.1 billion. That's probably how much all this crap is worth, huh? Yeah. Oh, I guess they must evaluate at something. So there you go. Probably like 25k or something, some token amount. But yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Maybe in the future I'll open those off camera. Okay, they're stupid, and letting myself build up 12,000 of them was a silly idea. You know what? I might start stacking again. Yeah, will they nerf them again though? I feel like they're gonna nerf them into oblivion. Whatever. I don't know. See you next time, which might be a little sooner again, just because I don't trust JAGEX. But see ya.